And I think fourth, I could have brought this out in the debate more, but um, there are moments where I think I showed it in the last stream. There are moments where Jesus actually does miracles that would not be normal or expected or typical of just a regular man or prophet, right? Of course, raising the dead, Elijah did that. Healing the blind, healing the sick, the lepers. I can grant most of those miracles are pretty standard. Um, most of those miracles, I think you could argue are pretty, like you can do them as a man if God gave you the ability. But one miracle that I think is pretty important is, I think, is it in like Matthew? It's like in Matthew 14, right? Matthew 14. Um, what is it? Uh, yeah, it says, verse 22, Matthew 14. Immediately, um, he made the disciples get into the boat and go ahead of him to the other side, which while he sent the other crowds away. And after he sent the crowds away, he went up to the mountain by himself to pray. And when it was evening, he was there alone. But the boat was already a long distance from the land, battered by the waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, he came to them, walking on the sea. When the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified and said, "It is a ghost!" And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." Again, taking the divine title for himself, ego I me.